The story of a football giant. Imagine a football club where the anthem can make an entire stadium shake. A clubs that has experienced unbelievable victories, heartbreaking defeats, legendary players, incredible comebacks, and some of the darkest moments in football history. A club that has lifted the biggest trophies in Europe and England while building a fan base that stretches across every corner of the world. This is Liverpool Football Club. From the streets of Merseyside to the greatest nights in European football, Liverpool's story is not simply about winning trophies. It is about identity. It is about belief. It is about never giving up. And today, we're going back through the history of one of football's greatest clubs. This is the story of Liverpool. The beginning. Liverpool Football Club was officially founded in 1892. The club was born after a disagreement involving Everton and the ownership of Anfield. What began as a local football club would eventually become one of the most successful teams in world football. Liverpool quickly established itself in English football. The club won its first league title in the early years of its history and began building a reputation for passionate football and passionate supporters. But Liverpool's greatest transformation was still to come, because decades later, a man named Bill Shankly would walk through the doors of Anfield, and everything would change. Bill Shankly changes everything. In 1959, Liverpool appointed Bill Shankly as manager. At the time, Liverpool was not the dominant force it would later become. Shankly saw the potential. He understood that Liverpool needed more than talented players. It needed a football culture. It needed discipline. It needed belief. And most importantly, it needed a connection between the players, the manager, and the supporters. Shankly transformed the club. Liverpool returned to the top division and began winning major trophies. But Shankly's greatest achievement wasn't just the trophies, he created the mentality that would define Liverpool for generations. He understood that football was about more than 90 minutes. It was about the people. It was about the city. It was about the supporters. And that philosophy became part of Liverpool's DNA, the Golden Era. After Shankly, Liverpool continued to grow under managers such as Bob Paisley and Joe Fagan. This was the beginning of Liverpool's Golden Era. The club dominated English football and became a major force in Europe. Players such as Kenny Dalglish, Ian Rush, Graham Souness, John Barnes, and many others became legends. Liverpool were winning league titles. They were winning European Cups. They were creating a dynasty. Bob Paisley, in particular, became one of the greatest managers in football history. Under his leadership, Liverpool won multiple league titles and European Cups. The football was intelligent, disciplined, and ruthless. Liverpool weren't simply competing, they were dominating, and European nights at Anfield became legendary. The famous atmosphere made Anfield one of the most intimidating stadiums in world football. Opponents knew that coming to Liverpool wasn't just a football match, it was an experience. The dark years. But football history is never only about success. Liverpool also experienced tragedy. The Heysel disaster in 1985 changed English football forever. And then, in 1989, the Hillsborough disaster claimed the lives of 97 Liverpool supporters. The tragedy devastated families, the club, and the entire city. For Liverpool supporters, Hillsborough remains one of the most painful chapters in the club's history. The football community was forced to confront serious questions about stadium safety, policing, and responsibility. But Liverpool supporters continued to stand together. The phrase, "You'll never walk alone," became even more powerful. It wasn't simply a football anthem, it represented solidarity. It represented remembering those who were lost, and it represented the relationship between Liverpool Football Club and its supporters, Steven Gerrard and a new generation. As Liverpool entered the new millennium, one player became the face of the club, Steven Gerrard. Born in Liverpool, Gerrard came through the club's academy and eventually became captain. He wasn't just a midfielder, he was a leader, a player capable of scoring spectacular goals, making huge tackles, and changing matches by himself. But Gerrard's Liverpool career was filled with both incredible highs and painful disappointments. Liverpool won the UEFA Cup in 2001. They won the FA Cup. They won the League Cup. But one night would define Gerrard's career: Istanbul, the miracle of Istanbul, May 25th, 2005. Liverpool faced AC Milan in the Champions League final. From Istanbul to Barcelona, from Klopp's revolution to the modern era, Liverpool has always found a way to fight. And perhaps that's why one song means so much at Anfield: "You'll never walk alone." Because Liverpool's story has never been about walking alone. It's about walking together. Through victory, through defeat, through tragedy, and through the greatest nights football can offer. This is Liverpool Football Club, and this story is far from over.